to the landing zone, and this opening drive is going to begin from the 40. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Still at the 40 here, 2nd and 10. Tua now from the gun. Into the hands of the rookie from UCLA. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Throwing. Here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, Sam headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
Found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up.
At their own 19-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Don't jump, ready? 319, that's it.
Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. He'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Fields out of the gun. Flushed out of the pocket. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throw here, 3rd down. Buys time, rolling right. He finds his running back on a deep shot. Nicely done. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. 35 on the pickup. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Forced out to his right. Now here he goes. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
1st and 10 from the 32. Shotgun, Fields. He's got it at the 5. And into the end zone. Touchdown, New York. The Jets start the game off right with a 6-0 lead. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Chase McLaughlin set to
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. He fields it from the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
at their own 25-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Opening carry for Devon Achane. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
The Jets take their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Now Tua to throw. Here's a screen for Achane. He's taken down just a couple yards shy of the 40. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Tagovailoa, quick throw, complete. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
He completes it in traffic. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Here's Tua again. Into traffic, complete. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
1st down, here's Tua. Escapes the pocket. Tua gets down safely with enough of that 1st down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
First and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. Finds his back. Achane. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Pass is cut at the 9. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
First down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. More from MetLife coming right up. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Dolphins in a real good spot to score. Trying to run it in. Achane. So much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Ball placed at the 7. It's 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. To the end zone, but incomplete. That play is going to force 3rd and goal. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, kid, it's time to find your best matchup. Yeah. Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
Defense bringing in a 5th DB, 3rd and goal. One's out and cut on the right side.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
York knocks it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here's Smith on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. They'll start this one out with Hall. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Adrian Taylor Demerson getting there for the tackle.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
They give on 2nd to Hall. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st.
That's good for a Jets 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Fields. It's his running back. And this one does not go far.
Making that throw into double coverage to a running back, I don't want to live off of that, and I certainly am not going to count on it. But give some credit to the effort it took to make that catch with a whole bunch of bodies around him.
Back to throw. Here's Fields. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Fields on 3rd. He throws a bullet to the center of the... That's caught at the 25. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were. And the QB just nailed it.
The nose of the football inside the 1. Here's 2nd and goal. Pressure coming. It's Fields. And he will take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets now lead by 10. Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock, getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. Yeah. That's well done.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets now lead by 10.
Touchdown, Jets.
So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
So following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. Here's a return from the 7. Things going well so far. He goes out of bounds and a great return and brings us to the 2-minute warning. Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa has him on the quick hitter. And he's across midfield with a gain that sets him up for 3rd and very short.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
Move the chain! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
First down, Tagovailoa to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. Fits it through the middle. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
You throw it in the middle of the field, it's all about anticipation and accuracy. I mean, those are the 2 keys all the time in my book, Kate. But when you throw it in the middle of the field with all of the traffic, that's where guys with great anticipation and that tremendous accuracy come to life.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Sticking to the air, it's Tagovailoa. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. And the Jets have it as he records his 7th interception of the season. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
Fields on 1st down. He's trying to push the field. He's got it inside the 25. He is inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line. Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. From the red zone on 1st. Chased out to his right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
He's keeping it, and he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 7.
To the air on 3rd and long. defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
And he stopped on a nice gain on what is the final play of this first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Here's Smith on the return. Now bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
New York to the line. First and 10. They start the half with a give to Hall. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him.
It's a gain of
Working
11.
quickly here.
And the Jets, first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
First and 10. Here's Fields. Gets him on the in route. Inside the 25. Touchdown, New York! The Jets grow the lead coming out of halftime. Chris Olave with the touchdown. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good.
Makes the score.
And the Jets take a 3-possession lead.
3. Chase McLaughlin.
McLaughlin
set to
has
kick
it on the
off.
tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Return coming from the 6. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Dolphins just about set up here. First and 10. Two and out from the gun. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he'll get it up. To the 44. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
On first down, here's Tagovailoa. On the move, headed right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Okay, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
On play action, here's Tagovailoa. Finds him on the crossing route. Gain of about 8 here, nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that brings up 4th and short.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. To the air yet again. Tagovailoa hits him on the out route. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. It's an 8-yard gain. A great call there on 4th down. Keeps this drive moving. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
At the 39-yard line.
First and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. Finds the football outside. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had to balance, focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Here's Tua again. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line of gain.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Tagovailoa looking to throw here on 3rd and 1. Finds his back, Achane. We got the football block, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker, 4th down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works. They come up just an inch or two short for the 1st down.
Imagine the weather's playing a role here. Instead of trying a field goal, they're going to go for this. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. He's got to his running back. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa again. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
He goes back to him yet again, complete. And all he can do is get back to the line on that effort, so no gain on 1st down. 2nd and 10. Need something positive here. Again, it's Tagovailoa. Well, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Waddle makes the catch. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
4 downs to get this across. Here's first and goal. Achane goes up and over for the touchdown. The Dolphins start the second half with some needed points. De'Von Achane with the touchdown. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there. Not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense. And that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up first and 10. They start the drive with Hall. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up second and 2. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up second and 2.
8 yards on the
Just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Jets who have it with a lead, but this win is not secure just yet. Nice run last play. Sets up second and 2. They go right back to Hall. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open, deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Going to the ground again on first. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up second and 8. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Finds a seam down the middle. And the stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hall. Only gets a yard there to make it second and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Bails out of the pocket quick. Cut near the goal line. And he has the New York touchdown. The Jets can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Chris Olave with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. McLaughlin tacks on the extra point. And the Jets take a 3-possession lead.
27. Dolphins 10.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 36.
The Jets take their first time out. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Tua looking to throw. Running right side. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Handoff on 2nd and short. They crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit.
Yet another example why the ball finds its way in this guy's hands time after time. He's a playmaker, and he knows how to get the yards they need. Maybe not a ton there, but enough to move the sticks.
Put the body on the line for his team. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that is the Dolphins' 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Throw to the right, finds Waddle. He has room past the 25. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
That's another Dolphins 1st down. A gain of 21 yards. And the Dolphins 1st down.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And all that pursuit pays off. They track him down and drop it well behind the line of scrimmage. It's a sack on 1st down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on 2nd.
You do all this heavy lifting to get in the red zone, and you're thinking points, right? I mean, you want a touchdown, but at least a field goal's in play. But, Kate, when you take a sack of that magnitude, now you're almost just hoping to get back into field goal range.
Colt with a catch. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their 1st. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the sack.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack.
4th and forever coming up. Desperation time here. Sends this to the end zone. And that's incomplete in the end zone. Could have been 6 points, but as that one falls, Brock, instead just a turnover on downs.
Result of the play is
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. They'll go right side with Hall. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. A big 34-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Jets 1st down.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone in the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. And the Dolphins take over as he records his 10th career INT.
Well, they're in danger going back to somebody who's already done damage in this game. He makes himself, well, he's a top target, but he makes himself a priority for this defense to defend, and they jumped on that opportunity.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. First play is a design run. And it looks like they're giving about 2 on the opening play of this drive. Officials signaling for a timeout, and with 5 seconds remaining, just one last play left in this one.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Now Tua to throw. Trying to push deep downfield. He's got it deep downfield. And he has this to the opposing 35. So the win goes to the Jets. And I know it's different for every sport, Brock. So is this the point where we'd say this winning streak is official? Might have something to it. 3 wins in a row now after this latest triumph.
Well, you get to this point, and what happens is you get to that building the next day, and everybody feels good. Secretary feels good. Chef feels good. Kitchen feels good. Everybody's feeling good stacking these kind of wins in a row.
So for Brock Huard, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Jets as we say so long from New York.